you want to learn how to be a social media manager, you're in the right place. My name is Stacy. I'm a social media manager coach and an experienced social media manager, and I'm going to teach you actionable steps to get started as a social media manager and sign your first few clients. In a nutshell, social media management involves managing a business's social media platforms. And that includes a content strategy, creating the content, taking the videos, editing the photos and the videos, copywriting, hashtag research, SEO, optimizing their bios, or even setting up their business accounts on whatever social media platforms they're using. But where do you start? I'm going to teach you exactly where to start as well as what steps to take to keep going. The first thing you need to do is decide on what skills and services you want to offer, whether that be solely working on one specific platform like Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, things like that, or maybe you're great at just copywriting. You want to write everyone's captions, you want to write their Pinterest descriptions, things like that. You can do that as well. Or if you want to be like a full service social media manager, you will offer content creation, a content strategy, content scheduling, hashtag research, things like that. Once you decide on the service that you want to offer, you are going to put all of those services into a portfolio and price your services. A portfolio can really make or break your opportunity for landing clients. So I'm going to show you my portfolio template and exactly everything that I include in it to really optimize it as professionally as possible. So let's dive into that. This is a portfolio template that I have created in Canva. It starts with obviously your name and the social media management portfolio. This is where I would include a very professional picture of yourself and a website if you have one. Moving on, I like to include a table of contents just so my prospective clients have an idea of what to expect and where to find the information that they're looking for. This is going to be a self-introduction section. Tell them a little bit about yourself, make it a little personal, include your social media handles and a different professional photo of yourself. Moving on, we're going to your service list, and this can be a description of each individual service that you offer. This is not going to be in package form. Ignore these rates because they're just placeholders. But again, we discussed choosing your services that you want to offer to prospective clients, and that can be this one can be like engagement with communities. This one can be copywriting captions. This one can be hashtag research, or you can include content creation, video editing, things like that. Whatever services it is that you want to offer, pick 3 of the main ones and put a price on them. Down here is where you are going to package the services that you want to offer if you want to offer packages. I always go with 3, and then I start from the lowest. Obviously, again, prices are just placeholders. For example, for a bronze package, I would probably do 2 to 3 Instagram posts a week, 1 video, 3 to 5 story slides, and daily engagement. You would increase the deliverables with every package that you offer, as well as increasing your prices. Additional services, or you can call it an a la carte menu. This can be for any customizations that clients want to add on to a package that they choose. It can be more photos, it can be more story slides, video editing, or even more videos. Anything that they want to add, you add a price on it. A premium package is going to include everything with a premium price. And then down here is just a comparison of the first 3 packages that you put together, and it's basically a side-by-side so they can see what they're getting. I love to include client testimonials if you worked with clients in the past. If not, don't feel obligated to include client testimonials. You can also include recent photos or graphics that you've created for clients, or even yourself. If you haven't worked with clients, be your own case study. Speaking of case study, we are here with case studies in our portfolio. If you worked with clients or just created your own personal brand, include that as a case study in your portfolio and include the results. Over time, what was your engagement? How many views have you gotten within like 2 weeks to a month?
Have you increased revenue for yourself or your client? Things like that. What challenges did you face? And in the photo, I like to include just a screenshot of the social media profile. And then I just finished with how it works. I like to tell them exactly what steps they need to take if they want to move forward with me. And that can be choosing a package, and then I will send them a contract, I will invoice them, and we will schedule a kickoff call to get things running. I hardly ever see social media managers include frequently asked questions in their portfolio, but I feel like it's a huge game changer and will really help you stand out. Some frequently asked questions that I get are, how often can we touch base? How involved can I be with content? Can I post content if you're also posting content? Will I get to review the content that you're creating? Do I have a say in the captions? Followed by a contact you page. Once they've selected their package, if they choose to move forward, this is where you're going to tell them exactly how to get a hold of you. It is normally via email. They will send you whatever, package they want, and then you will discuss the terms via contract.
You have your portfolio ready. The next step is to establish your brand on social media. And the best place to do that is whatever platform you want to manage for businesses. And if you are managing multiple, definitely start with Instagram or TikTok because those are the big winners right now. Now, to establish your brand, you are going to set up a business account on one of these platforms. You're going to optimize your username by using very specific, niche specific keywords in your username because that is going to be the searchable item in your bio. That way, people who are looking for your services can find you. After that, you want an I help statement in your bio saying specifically who you help or who you want to work with and how you can help them. If you have an option, I will also include a link in your bio. This can be to a Linktree, a Stan Store, a link to your email. Whatever link you want, as long as they know how to get a hold of you or contract your services. Building your own personal brand also starts with knowing your own content strategy and being able to really customize that to your brand and to your followers. To do that, you need a growth content strategy, and what I mean by that is starting with a whole lot of valuable content. It's going to be educational. You're going to drop values, maybe even actionable steps for whoever your ideal client is. Followed by connection content, which ultimately means connecting with your followers. And that can be in like a day in the life or behind the scenes videos or what you're having for supper or whatever you're celebrating. You want to humanize your personal brand and get and for lack of a better term, you want to make your personal brand a little bit personal, and you want to show people that you are human and you know what you're talking about, and you want them to really get to know you and build that relationship. That way they ultimately want to work with you. So for the first few weeks of your strategy, you are going to post a lot of educational, valuable content with a mix of connection content. With that being said, building your personal brand on social media also means having a logo or some sort of business name where people can identify you, and brand colors. And then you also want to stick to one or two fonts. I highly recommend using Canva to develop all of these, and then you can also develop some sort of content template. That way you can keep reusing the same ones. It's really time saving to just kind of plug and play, use the same templates, and it looks very cohesive and flows well on most social media platforms. Now, if it's video content, you still want to stick with using the same colors and fonts. So now that I've got you started on building your personal brand, the next step is going to be reaching out to the brands that you may want to work with, and that can be through DMs or an email. And I will share, I call it my cold pitch email template, but it's not like a cold pitch. I consider it more of a very personable approach to wanting to work with someone. Keep in mind this is a template, so you do want to make it personal to whatever brand it is you're pitching to. And I personally send a few of these out every month just to keep my client roster up there. In addition to cold emailing prospective clients that you may want to work with, you also have the option of using Upwork, Fiverr, and I've had a lot of success with Facebook groups and networking. Facebook groups really limit promotion, so networking is definitely best within them. And when people are asking certain questions, you're going to jump in and answer them, provide value, and then maybe say, hey, I also offer this service, or I can definitely help you with that. It's a great way to just promote through networking. So you've decided on the skills that you want to offer. You've built out your portfolio with your price ranges. You have established your personal brand on whatever social media that your heart desires, and you have been outreaching to potential clients that you want to work with. With this strategy, you will have a client in no time. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions.